The film begins with a family where Naz, along with her son and husband, is visiting her father's house. Rude tells her not to lose her cool and to be smart. Naz's father had actually married her best friend, and that's why Naz was so angry. Rude says if you fight too much, you'll get nothing. That girl will take everything. Massa's father owned a pharmaceutical company, and it's been reported that he's landed a major investor who wants to buy his company, potentially making them rich. After much persuasion, Root finally brings Naz to his father's house. On the other hand, we finally see Naz's father. For the past several days, he's been obsessed with creating a formula that could restore anyone's youth. He could even revive an old man, even save him from death forever. When he finally creates the formula, he first tests it on himself. He downs the entire bottle of serum in a single gulp. It only takes a few minutes for the old man to feel a magical effect. The wrinkles on his face disappear, his muscles strengthen, his skin tightens, and he looks completely younger. He looks at least 20 years younger than his age. When he goes to the bathroom and examines himself, he's shocked. He never expected such positive results from this medicine. He's enjoying his youth, but he's unaware that just as quickly as the medicine worked, it's also inflicting side effects on his body, which we can see in the form of allergic reactions above his waist. He then quickly returns to his wife, Karina, who is also shocked to see him look so young. He had not only grown young, but he had also regained the excitement of youth. For a long time, his wife remained in shock, wondering how this had happened. The old man then told her about his formula. He said, "After taking this medicine, I feel powerful from within. And you won't believe what I've created. The whole world will be dying to buy it. And big pharmaceutical companies will buy the formula from us and we'll become rich." He was still unaware of the side effects of the serum. He had developed a wound on his back, which was only getting worse. Meanwhile, after convincing Naz all the way, Rod finally brings him to his father's house. Karina herself came out to welcome him, but Naz didn't even look at him because this girl had betrayed their friendship and married his own father. The atmosphere there became quite tense, causing Karina to become sad and upset. Naz's son Rihan greets Karina affectionately. But Naz pushes her son away, warning him that after Ahita, there's no need to touch her or take anything from her. When Naz enters, she first goes to her brother's room. Her lazy brother spent all day in his room playing games. He didn't even care that his father had remarried. They all go and sit in the drawing room. As soon as Naz's father enters, everyone's mouths drop open in amazement. Everyone recognizes him, but they still can't understand how he's grown young overnight. Dad doesn't explain to anyone what happened to him. But he drops another bombshell on them by announcing that he's given up on selling the family business. He's not selling his company. Everyone was unhappy with his decision, wanting to become rich instantly. Purple Naz's brother leaves the room and Dad tells everyone else, "Look, my decision isn't wrong. Right now, our company is losing money. But what I've created will make this company the most profitable in the world." He shows everyone his creation, the serum of immortality, which can make someone young and even ward off death. Everyone in the room falls silent, and Karina's dad tells Ginny, her husband, "You promised me you'd retire and we'd live a peaceful life." He replies, "So I'm young. Now we'll work, earn money, and enjoy life. Don't worry." Karina's words are shattered and Naz's whole heart breaks. She explodes at him, "You're talking about our lives. And now more. What do you want?" Their argument escalates, and in the midst of all this, they fail to notice that something is happening to Dad. He's sweating all over his face as if someone had spilled water on him. Suddenly, he experiences intense pain. We see the wounds on his neck and waist transform into large holes. Suddenly, his body begins to contort in strange ways and he begins vomiting blood. His eyes have also changed and he dies right in their hands. Naz and Karina, terrified, tell Root to call an ambulance quickly. But there was no point in calling an ambulance. He was already dead. Everyone was plunged into grief. but Dad stood up again, alive. But he was no longer human. He had become a horrific creature, a zombie. His eyes had turned completely black, and he was no longer acting like a normal human being. Everyone was confused as to what had happened to Dad. Hearing the noise, his servant came over and immediately attacked Dad's neck, tearing the flesh from his neck with his teeth. This servant died. After this, Dad attacked the same investor who had just arrived to negotiate a business deal with him. The man managed to defend himself, but all the blood from Dad's mouth fell on him. Obviously, everyone knows that zombies infect other humans through their blood. So, this man's transformation into a zombie was confirmed. Bang, who had come here playing with a bow and arrow in his hand, attacked him as well, and in an attempt to defend himself, his bow and arrow went through Dad's face and pierced his brain. Due to brain damage, the zombie-turned Dad died. They had just narrowly escaped a zombie. All the other dangers loomed over them. The investor who had come to close the deal gets into his car, even though Root tries to stop them. Meanwhile, Bang begins to regret killing his own father. In this remorse, he flees and gets into his car, and Naz comes to help him. Inside, the dead servant is shown to have also returned to life as a zombie. The three men in the house are horrified to see him, and the zombie-turned servant attacks another servant, first biting his arm, then biting his neck, killing him as well. The scene cuts back to Naz and Bang gone. Naz is encouraging Bang when they hear strange noises behind them. It's revealed that another girl, also turned into a zombie, is attacking the other girl. Naz quickly gets off the car and stands to look at her, but the girl moves to attack her. To save his sister, Bang runs his car over the zombie, crushing half of its body. However, the zombie remains alive. The only survivors in the house are Karina, Rude, her son, and another Sam, who try to escape to save themselves. When Last enters the house to get her son, she finds that no one is inside. Inside, the half-crushed zombie girl is chasing him, walking with her hands, trying to kill him. We are then shown the investor, who is also completely turned into a zombie. This zombie, unable to drive, crashes his car into a wedding venue. He then gets out of the car and starts attacking the people present there to satisfy his hunger. Due to his attack, many people here were turned into zombies one by one. And because these zombies also had to satisfy their hunger, you can imagine that everyone at the wedding would have quickly become zombies if the other zombies attacked. And that's exactly what happens. A short while later, it's shown that everyone at the wedding has turned into zombies and is furiously attacking each other. Karina's entire group, which was running for cover, reaches the car when the zombie-turned servant comes after them again. Karina pushes Naz's son back to save him and moves forward. But she couldn't give herself up to the zombie. She picks up a tool lying inside the car and hits the zombie on the head. But even this doesn't affect the zombie, and after a while their luck runs out. Here it rains. This weakens the zombies and they escape. Meanwhile, Naz manages to contact Root. She asks about their whereabouts. They all say they're fine. Naz then tells them to go to a nearby safe house so that Naz and Bang can come to them later. They all flee to the house Naz had indicated, only to find it surrounded by zombies. With great difficulty, Karina, Rude, and her son manage to get inside, but their servant is killed by the zombies. Mace and Bang are also heading towards the house. They maintain a high speed and arrive near the banquet where the wedding was taking place, where all the people had already turned into zombies. All the zombies are attracted by the sound of their car, and they have no other option but to crush them. Meanwhile, the child notices that other zombies are also coming towards them. He tells his dad and Karina to run, and they take cover in a room. Meanwhile, another zombie comes after them. But Root pushes him away, closing the door. Now he's staring at his injured hand. He knows he'll soon be turned into a zombie like everyone else. Before he turns into a zombie, he hugs his son and tells him one last time to take care of his mother. With that, his body begins to change. His eyes turn terrifying, holes appear on his body, and his body begins to shake violently. He too turns fully zombie and attacks his own son. To save the child, Karina picks up a rod and throws it away, but his body gets stuck in a rod in the room. He gets stuck there. Karina seizes the opportunity, closes the door, and escapes. Meanwhile, the car Naz and Bang used to kill all the zombies has broken down, forcing them to escape on foot to escape the remaining zombies. They decide to go to the police station. Inside the police station, no one is ready to believe Naz and Bang gone. Nevertheless, the inspector sends some officers to check the situation outside. They find the situation even worse than they imagined. To protect themselves, these officers even fire shells at the zombies, but the zombies have no effect on them. The zombies attack these officers as well. With great difficulty, one officer manages to reach the police station to report that Naz and Bang's report is true. He also reveals that the remaining zombies were heading towards their police station. Seeing this, they close all their windows and doors and then lower them to prevent any zombies from reaching them. The man who had come in from outside because he had been attacked by zombies also turns into a zombie and attacks another officer. To escape, they forcibly imprison him in a locker. The remaining officers try to contact the other police stations to inform them of the situation, but they are unable to contact them. Meanwhile, Karina calls Naz and informs him that everyone with them has become zombies, and only she and Rahan are safe. Naz tells him to stay strong and also gives him the responsibility to take care of her son. Meanwhile, police officers arrive on the roof of the police station and see that the zombies have wreaked havoc outside. They tell Bang and Naz that they must join them. We must fight these zombies. They prepare thoroughly to protect themselves from the zombies. They wear bulletproof vests, masks, and other similar equipment. Then they emerge armed with shelling guns. They first attract all the zombies by firing their shelling guns and bringing them together. They are about to kill them by firing them when the situation worsens. The sound of these gunfire attracts another group of zombies. The situation had gotten out of hand. They could have been attacked any minute. But luck intervenes and a severe storm hits them. Torrential rain causes all the zombies to stop moving and talking, giving them a chance to escape. Meanwhile, Naz's husband, whom Karina had strapped inside the stick, also finds himself trapped. He manages to escape and, growling like zombies, gathers a large number of zombies near the house. Inside the house, Karina found Naz's son and another girl. Their lives are in danger. They leave the house, hoping they'll escape. But there are 2 more zombies outside. Luckily, they find a bike nearby and all 3 ride it, fleeing. Meanwhile, Karina and Bane also board a truck to save themselves. Naz begins crying, knowing she has nothing left. But then she sees Karina and her son coming towards them on a bike. Naz is overjoyed to see them. But then she notices that many zombies are following them. To kill all the zombies, she drives her truck over them, killing many of them. But a large number of zombies gather around the truck. Soon, the truck's brakes fail. Bank calls the officer at the police station to inform him that the zombie situation outside has worsened and they are heading towards the police station to save themselves. While they're talking, the truck loses control and crashes into the building. Everyone escapes, but Bangan's leg gets stuck inside. They are attacked by all the zombies, and despite their unwillingness, they become victims of numerous zombies. An officer was present, who hadn't yet been attacked by zombies. Instead of saving himself, he tells Naz and Karina to run away. But Naz wasn't about to abandon them. She fights the zombies, injuring her arm in the ensuing battle, which meant she too would soon become a zombie. But she was unaware of this. The officer tells them all to leave. He knew that zombies die from burns. Therefore, he sacrifices his life to drive the 3 out of the police station by detonating an explosion. All the zombies around the station are killed in the explosion, leaving only Naz, Karina, and Naz's son. Upon arriving, Naz notices that her arm is injured and she too will soon become infected. She embraces her son and, letting go of all her anger towards Karina, tells him, "I forgive you for what you did. Now take good care of my son." Afterward, she shoots herself. At the end of this scene, we see a number of burned zombies wandering around. Considerable amount of time passes. Karina is seen taking good care of the child, as the zombie virus has, for the time being, spared human life. But not forever. In another country, we see an old businessman of Naz's father's. He also has the same medicine that started the zombie infection. He opens it and drinks it, suggesting that the zombie virus is about to spread there as well, and the movie ends with the mystery of its extent. Subscribe to Movo Reels.